there is a persistent motif across cultures, philosophies, and esoteric traditions. The idea of a veil separating the material world from the unseen, not a curtain easily drawn, but a soundproof pane of glass transparent, yet impenetrable. You stand on one side, immersed in the noise of physical existence, while something else watches silently from the other. You cannot see them, but they can see you. This veil is not merely symbolic, it behaves like a warping barrier, distorting perception and muffling the signals from beyond. It's the reason why intuition feels like static, why synchronicities arrive like whispers through fog, and why dreams often carry the residue of something more than imagination. The veil filters reality, not unlike a soundproof studio wall. You may sense movement, vibration, even presence, but the source remains obscured. Many spiritual traditions describe this barrier as a necessary boundary. In ancient Gnostic texts, the veil is the limit of human perception. Placed between the soul and the pleroma, the fullness of divine reality. In Kabbalistic thought, it is the paraket, the curtain that separates the Holy of Holies from the outer world. In modern mystical circles, it's often referred to as the dimensional membrane that keeps the spirit realm from bleeding into ours. But what if the veil isn't fixed? What if it's porous under certain conditions, thinner during liminal times, altered states, or emotional extremes? Reports of near-death experiences, psychedelic journeys, and deep meditative trances often describe a moment when the veil lifts, revealing entities, landscapes, or intelligences that seem to exist just beyond the edge of ordinary awareness. These encounters suggest that the veil is not a wall, but a filter one that can be tuned, bypassed, or momentarily dissolved. The metaphor of the soundproof glass is particularly apt. Imagine standing in a room with a one-way mirror. You feel alone, but you're being observed. The watchers, whether ancestral spirits, interdimensional beings, or fragments of your own higher self, see you clearly. They may even attempt to communicate, but their voices are muffled by the density of your reality. You catch glimpses in dreams, déjà vu, or the eerie precision of a synchronicity that feels too tailored to be random. This asymmetry of perception raises profound questions. If they can see us, what do they see? Are we like actors on a stage, unaware of the audience? Do our thoughts, emotions, and intentions ripple through the veil like vibrations on glass? And if so, what kind of response might we be unknowingly provoking? Some theorists suggest that the veil is not just metaphysical, it may be neurological. The brain's default mode network, responsible for maintaining the ego and filtering sensory input, acts as a kind of perceptual firewall. When suppressed through psychedelics, trauma, or deep meditation, the firewall weakens and the veil thins. This could explain why altered states often produce visions, voices, and encounters that feel otherworldly. Yet the veil also serves a protective function. If it were fully transparent, the flood of information from the spirit realm might overwhelm the psyche. The barrier preserves coherence, allowing us to navigate the physical world without being constantly bombarded by the unseen. It's a buffer, a boundary, and perhaps even a mercy. Still, the yearning to pierce it persists. Artists, mystics, and seekers have long tried to crack the glass knot, to escape reality, but to expand it. They sense that behind the veil lies not just mystery, but meaning, a deeper order, a hidden audience, and perhaps a dialogue waiting to be resumed.